And good Tuesday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome. As we're waking up to a winter wonderland in East Mississippi and West Alabama, things are different outside. It's still early. Daylight is breaking in most places, and we'll be able to tell more here in a little while. So we'll have several updates as we go through and start kind of figuring our way. I've talked to one person that is driven somewhere this morning. They went real slow. They had to get where they were going. Again, I don't suggest going. If you can stay at home today for a while, stay there, and let's see what the roads do on thawing out. Parts of I-20 were closed. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Also, we'll go back and look at this. I saw where in Wayne County that the post office was not going to run today. They were going to be closed. Rain, sleet, or snow, they didn't make it. And I'm hearing there are other parts of Mississippi that possibly will not be able to have mail run today due to not being able to get trucks out of Memphis. I haven't had a chance to verify all of that, but that is the talk that I've seen around. But we'll dig into that, and I'll try to get some more information to back all that up and see which areas maybe will not get mail due to this. I know for sure I read in Wayne County. There may be others. If you've got something like that, pass that along so we can share that with others so they can know what's going on. Well, let's talk about forecast first. Parts of Mississippi will be going back under a storm watch this afternoon for the second round that's coming. Now, it's north of the Meridian area, just north. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull this up on radar while I'm talking about it to show you where this is. All right, here's radar. This is Meridian here. You go through Starkville. And then one county up from Starkville here, this is North Mississippi, is where the storm watch has been issued. And it takes in all the northern portion of Mississippi up to Memphis, and then out to our west as you go here just west past Attala. Right there, you'll have another county, and then back over to the Vicksburg area, and it's going to go northwest. We'll look at our forecast in a moment and see how that affects us. They're saying probably not. It is Mother Nature. We'll watch this, though. That's coming in Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And, the interesting thing about this morning is we've been posting the videos. Nowhere in any forecast does it show that there's chances of snow. And this morning we all know that, well, there's snow coming down. As you zoom in on radar, it's one of those things to where it just is not picking it up. Let me put this back over here. It's not grabbing it on radar. And we know that. And I know in this area and down through in the southern part, we do have a little bit of snow. We've seen a lot there in DeKalb and out on Pine Springs Road early this morning. If you've got pictures, we'd love to see yours too. Pop that up. We'll share those. So let's talk forecast, what the National Weather Service has going on today. It looks as though, as we do this, we'll be getting back to some type of normal weather here. In the Meridian areas, we look at temperatures over the next 10 days. We're freezing now, but guess what? 60-degree weather is on the way. Yep, you guessed it. As we move forward, a record high and a record low. 1995, it was 83 on this date. Now, it was more closer to what's going on today. Back in 1991, it was 16. There's a good chance that we may break the record that was set back on that date. All right, let's look at forecast. What is coming up today? Sunshine, and it may make 32. If it does not make over 32, everything's going to stay the way it is because we have a low headed toward 19 tonight. Now, to where Meridian is 32 today, north around Philadelphia is only going to make it to 28. So there's no way anything in the Philadelphia area, Winston County, and all of these areas up there, Attala, Leake, Neshoba, and most of Kemper are going to really make it above freezing. So it's going to stay just what you see now for most of the day in that area. So no changes on that. As we get into tomorrow, a 60% chance of rain after 3 o'clock with a high making it to 44 tomorrow. So it'll start changing tomorrow for sure after daylight and get up to probably about 10 o'clock. As we get into Wednesday night, 100% chance of rain. It looks like we may get somewhere between 1 to 2 inches here in the Meridian area. Thursday, 70% chance of rain, and then on Thursday night, it will hit 21. Now, I know what you're thinking. 70% chance of rain during the daytime. Will it dry? And then Thursday, we hit that low that night of 21. Friday will make it to 41. So we could have an issue coming out of Thursday night into Friday morning. We'll watch that. Now, as we go down, Saturday we got great weather over the weekend in the 50s. As we move into the Philadelphia area, let's look at this. This is Philadelphia and all points north in that area there. On Wednesday night, 100% chance of rain or freezing rain before 7, then freezing rain between 7 and 10. Could rain up to 1 to 2 inches as well in that area. Low around 32, so that's right at the freezing mark. Once again, we could have a mess there. As we look at Thursday, 70% chance of rain, snow showers, freezing rain likely before 2 p.m. in the afternoon, then a chance of rain and snow between 2 and 5, then a chance of snow after 5. High is going to make 37 on Thursday. That night, it dips down to 17. So Friday morning will be messy, Philadelphia northward as well. We'll watch the Meridian area, Newton and Clark counties in between now and then to kind of watch all that and see what the National Weather Service tells us on updates of when and where and what the weather is going to do. As we pull up this extended forecast, let me show you this this morning. We're showing here as we show this rain, these temps. Look at that 21. We got rain here, 21 that night. We'll start getting back to 60-degree weather next week. Isn't that strange? Let's look ahead to our 14-day outlook here. Let's go all the way to March 2nd. Yep, it gets hot again. We're freezing and we're fixing to get hot. 65 on the 23rd, and it will remain, got chances of rain in there, right at that 70-degree mark most days and above 60. All of those in 40s will be the lows at night. So drastic change coming to the weather once again. It's Mississippi. What can I say? It's a little odd there the way things work. Let's see here what kind of comments we've gotten this morning. Good morning to Charlene Gaddy. Morning to Debbie Stewart, who is up. Miss Joyce Arrington Stamper, how are you today? I hope you're doing good. LaWanda Grantham, watching all the way from Porterville this morning. Denise Fulton is up and at 'em. Good morning to you. Dorothy Davidson, good morning. Also, Lamar Hembry watching this morning. I talked to you forever, Lamar. Hope all's good in your world. Beth Vick is up and watching. Collinsville Post Office will not be open today, Bonnie Early says so. Monty says so. That's what's going on there. So the Collinsville won't be open. Tommy Ainsworth is up. Good morning. Beth Vick. Also, Brian Keith McCary. The garbage will not run on the route today, but they will catch you up when possible. Just leave your cans out by the road. If I remember reading, let me see if I can find that. I want to say if your garbage ran yesterday, I posted something about that. Let me go up here and find this real quick. Here it is right here. Jonathan Wells posted this, and get my vision here. Let me pull this up where you can read this. Supervisor, it says, if you normally had garbage run on Monday pickup, that means your garbage will be collected on Wednesday. If you had pickup today, it will be picked up on Thursday, and they will go about that until they have get caught back up. So no garbage pickup today, but leave it out there, and they will get it in a day or so and try to get back on track with that. Appreciate the heads up on that, Brian. I had almost forgotten about that. Morning from Enterprise to Matthew Dennis. Hope everything's going good for you this morning there, Matthew. Good morning to, let's see, Cindy Brewer. She's up and at 'em today. Still snowing in Briarwood, Charlene Gaddy says. So if you've got snow, I'd like to hear that as well. Again, this is one of those things to where it's so light, radar is just not grabbing it and throwing it up on radar. But we've got it. It's confirmed. Good morning to Ms. Ann Cook over on Cook Road. Hope you're doing good there. Let's see here. We got power companies everywhere this morning working, and I will get with EMEPA here in just a little while and get them on the air, because I know I've gotten a lot of inboxes saying, hey, do you know about this area? How close are they to that? I know that, and we'll look at the power outages where the numbers are here in a few minutes, and then we'll let it get daylight and get her where she's had a cup of coffee or two, and we'll talk to Julie with EMEPA to find out what areas they are and what the projection they think is on everything. Hopefully, most of the limbs that are broken have slowed down now. And overnight, I know we got a bunch there, and I think the numbers reflect it. And we'll go through all those numbers here in just a second. Newton County Liberty Church Road still has no power. Ooh, shine, bless your heart. I know that's rough. 8 degrees on my front porch in Golson. That comes in from Lynn Coleman. Now, that is cold. I don't care where you are. 8 degrees. That doesn't even sound right in Mississippi, does it? Good morning to Pam Grice. I'm glad you're up and at it today. Daniel and Beverly Pilgrim, good morning to y'all. Brandy Neese, morning to you also. Joyce Godwin coming in. How are you today up in Tennessee today? Beverly Haskins, good morning to you. Cliff Gardner, good morning. Snowing in Collinsville. So we still got some reports there coming in from Diane Miles in the Collinsville area. Tammy Radcliffe Godwin, she's up and at 'em in Florida this morning. Ruth Key is watching in Bloomfield. Glad to have you there. From Matthew Peterson, just got a last-minute word that the post office in Meridian is closed due to ice. Please let the Meridian Main Post Office and North Station workers know. So we're getting. I assume that that's somebody that works there at the post office. I don't have a confirmation from the actual post office, but we are getting word on that. So if you've got mail today, it may not run. Stanley Lucky, where are you when I need you? Stanley Lucky knows it all. I know all of y'all know Stanley. So maybe we can get some word there from Stanley. Let's see, Donna Roseman watching from Preston this morning. Salute. Snowing on Highway 496, Beverly Haskins says. A good bit there. Let's see here. Candace, there you are, Candace. I'm glad you're up and at 'em today. Hope everyone stays safe and warm. Still snow flurries there in the Martin area. I've got some pictures that Candace sent me of the pond, the lake. I guess you'd call it a big old pond, wouldn't you? Beautiful there. Still snowing on Highway 45 North, Tommy Ainsworth says. Ray Gafford is up. Good morning to you. Cheryl Smith Chatham, snowing in Causeyville this morning. So it's still snowing there. Wendy Alford, snowing on Highway 21 north of Philadelphia. And I don't know if you've got the temperature on your phone there, but Wendy, tell me what the temperature is, what you've got there. And I just got word that Eastgate Tire will be closed today also. That comes from Matthew. So they're going to be closed there in Marion, Eastgate Tire. We'll go over closings also here in a few moments of the list that I've got. A couple delays and then all those that I have so far that are closed. And if you don't have, if I haven't gotten yours yet, inbox me so I can get that on, and we'll get that out to everybody. Let's see here. Snowing in downtown Meridian also right now. That comes from Brian McCary. Good morning from Collinsville, Miss Joanne McPherson, sweetest woman I ever met. Glad to talk to you this morning, Miss Joanne. Gail Gafford is up in downtown Portal. I promise you would win mayor if you'd run for it. That's all you got to do, Gail. Also, good morning to Brian Knoll, snowing in Marion, and we'll talk about some of those. A good morning to, let's see here, where's that from? Snowing on Highway 19 South, Stephanie Mims says. So we got snow a little bit everywhere this morning. Good morning to James Ware. Glad to have you watching as well. Good morning to Toonie and Brandy Hill, downtown DeKalb. Hope y'all are doing well. Sheila Joyner, good icy morning from Meehan Junction. Now, I'm not sure if Meehan, do y'all have ice? Snow this morning? Y'all any flurries? Snowing in Briarwood, Marcy Joel says. It is snowing in Scuba. Now, you see, I made a mistake. I forgot you and Toonie had moved to Scuba, Mississippi. Salute. I have to correct that. Yeah, just east of Scuba there is where it is. Beautiful country up there if you've never had a chance to visit that area. Vicki Davidson, snowing in the Zero area, and also still no power in the county in the Philadelphia area, need coffee. I can't imagine doing without coffee. That's my go-to. Me and Angie Ray had to have a talk because I got hooked on, let's see, I always have mine with me, but I got hooked on a Folgers special kind called Simply Smooth. And then everybody quit carrying it. So I have to make her order it up from the Folgers factory there. She got me 8 cans in the other day, so I should be set for quite some time now. All right, let's look at closings that we have. Let me pull up this list that I have on this. We'll run through these. And again, if I don't have a closing or a delayed opening for your business, your company, let me know, and we'll add this to the list for everybody to know about that. As we mentioned there, Eastgate Tire is not going to be open today. They're going to be closed. We want to get on the road, make sure everybody's safe. Matthew will take care of you there. Fine folks. If you've never had a chance to do business with them there at Eastgate, drop in to see them. They'll give you your price. They'll take care of you. They'll rotate your tires. They do brakes. They do all kinds of things. You don't have to worry about trying to get your car in 2 or 3 different places. They're honest folks, and it is so hard to find somebody honest these days. And I get off on this subject, and I've just known Matthew for such a long time. But you know how you go somewhere and you feel like, well, I sent my wife, so they didn't do her right. Matthew and them are not going to do that. They're going to take care, because that would be his wife. He wants to be taken care of. He's not going to put anything to you. He's going to treat you honestly. So drop in and visit with them whenever you can. You need a set of tires. They're downtown Marion is where you'll find them. All right, as we switch to closings, let's talk about this. MCC are going to be doing all their online classes. Now, if you've heard a few of these before, I'm sure you've heard the names before. We're going to go through them because somebody could have missed them. EMCC, all their classes are going to be online today. East Central as well in Decatur. Enterprise School District online today. Dreams Come True Child Care Center closed today. That was a tongue twister for me quite so early. Russell Christian Academy is going to be closed today. Jones College closed today. Jumpstart Coffee are not going to be operating today. And boy, we sure need y'all in a situation like that, don't we? Also, Meridian Surgery Center is going to be closed today as we move to Buffington Mobile Homes. They're going to be closed today also. Kemper Academy is closed today. Meridian Cycles is closed today. And that's a big bridge there by Meridian Cycles. That would be a tough one to get over. I don't know how much sand or ice the city of Meridian has. I know they were discussing all that. I'm not sure that they've got enough to do every bridge in town. The Nelson Center for Women is closed today. Newton County Schools closed today. Newton Academy is closed today. Russell Christian is closed today. And the UWA, which is University of West Alabama, is closed today. Union Public Schools is closed. Amelia Resource LLC closed today. Tires and More is going to be closed today in downtown Meridian. Lauderdale County Schools, virtual day. Structural Steel is closed today, and they will make an announcement this afternoon about tomorrow morning, depending upon how the weather does and the temperature of what's going to happen in the morning. They'll make that decision later today. Meridian Medical Associates closed today. MSU, all locations closed today. Anderson Clinics are also closed, and these are those clinics that are in the outlying towns that you go to when you got the cold, and that's what those are. Barbara Henson's Daycare is closed today, and also Leak Academy. As we go into Meridian Public Schools, we'll be doing virtual learning today. Philadelphia schools are closed. Total Pain Care closed today. Highland Baptist Church Daycare is closed today. Meridian OBGYN is closed today. Kemper County Schools is having a virtual day. Now, the Lauderdale County government offices will be closed today, but the Board of Supervisors have a meeting that they've got to attend this morning at 9 a.m. So supervisors drive slow as you head toward your meeting. Maybe it's going to be virtual. I'm not sure. But if you have to drive in, y'all be careful. It could be virtual. The Eye Clinic of Meridian is closed today. Chick-fil-A is closed today. NTS Water is closed. Northcrest Baptist Daycare, that's what they do with the church, is closed today. Central Children's Center is closed today. I spoke with Joe at the Piggly Wiggly earlier. He's going to try to open up around 8 a.m. today. And I spoke with Ron at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply today, and they're going to try to get things open somewhere around noon today. That's their plan, so they're working on that, of getting that going this morning also. Let's see here. Candace said must be issues with Northwest Kemper Water. All of our neighbors barely have water. We are on that same water system, maybe due to freezing of power for pumps. I will find out and post more information. So if you live in the Martin area, they're having some issues with water there. And let me bring this back up. Heat pumps. There's probably a lot of you that are waking up, even if you have electricity and you're cold, these units are freezing up and you have to flip those units over to the emergency heat for them to work right. I think I've got to talk to Angie about that. I want to say it was cool downstairs and she didn't have the gas logs on this morning. Love my gas logs. Boy, it's just one of those things you can back up to and warm up quick. I don't know who has that or who doesn't, but that's one of the greatest inventions there's ever been. So if you get a chance, get you some of those. Let's see here. Snowing around Clarkdale. Snow. Andrew Dabb says 1 inch of snow west of Scuba. Boy, that's pretty impressive. So yeah, if y'all got some pictures of that area there west of Scuba, love to see some of those. All right, let's start talking about power outages and where we are nationwide, and then let's go local and take a look. And like I said, later on after daylight comes up, we'll talk to EMEPA and go more into detail. I know there's a lot of folks, if you're sitting in the dark right now and chilly, you want to know more because you're cold, and I totally understand. We're going to get you the information as quickly as we can this morning. All right, let's pull up the national where we are on this. This is the overview, all of these lit up areas of who's got the most. Texas, 4.1 million is without power this morning. As we go to Oklahoma, 11,000 people. In Arkansas, 19,000. Down in Louisiana, just under 50,000 people without power. Tennessee, 13,000. Over to North Carolina, they've got 10,000. In Alabama this morning, they're down to 8,000. And here in Mississippi, we've cut this in half. It's down to 34,000 in Mississippi without power this morning. That was, at one point yesterday, about 62,000 people without power. Now, let me update this, and let's come over here and take a look at what we've got with EMEPA. As of this morning, this was up to 3,000 and something yesterday. That's been cut in half. They're down to 1,691 people without power at EMEPA. And let's go here by county and take a look and see who's affected here with EMEPA. And if you haven't visited their site, emepa.com, and then you go in there to the coverage map and outage map. In Kemper County, 1,108 people are without power. Winston County, there's one person left. Lauderdale County has been cut to 553, and that was huge last night. That itself was over 2,000, so they've worked throughout the night tirelessly to get that worked on. Newton County, they're down to 15, and in Noxubee County, 11. Neshoba County down to 2 homes there. And it looks like as we go through here, I was seeing what else, Winston 1. So as we go back over to the map here, and you look at these areas, let's zoom in on this, and we'll just kind of work around and take a look at this of where it is. It looks like the Bennsville area still without power. I know that I got several messages last night when we were live about the Bennsville area being without power. That's just east of Scuba. As we go across Highway 16, this is going to be north of DeKalb. If you'll look through right here, Highway 39 area, and that's back over 397 area as well, also without power. If you look at that down through here, if you're coming out of DeKalb, this is going to be just north of the high school and all this area here on 39. So we got that as we go out on Highway 16, right at the county line, 495 up through here. We've got a few in between 495 and 493, if you haven't looked at these maps before here. And this is at the county line as you come down. We got areas here that's just around the 495 area as they get that together. Oak Grove community, there's a few of y'all there. Out by NAS Meridian, we look at this north of Lauderdale. And that's old Highway 45 that spurts off there to the right after you go. A few folks in that area. As we come down 45, this is the Tompton area here. And I'm trying to see, this may be Minnebucket Road. Yeah. A few folks there on Minnebucket Road without power this morning, and up, I want to see that this would be where the pond is there, you know, where the double ponds are, there in that flat space after you go past Minnebucket Road. Simmons, I think, is who lived there, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's back down here and go the Meridian area, a little bit out on Highway 45 here south. As we go down, a few folks there, Russell community. That's going to be around, all the green is everybody that's working. 19 out that area. And then a few folks out on 80. We go down. Let me back out here. Control. And that's the areas that are still without power. They're working on that. All right, let's flip over to Mississippi Power and see what we've got there. They are at total 3,236 people without power. Let's go over if you are on Southern Pine. In Newton County, they are up to it, and this still, Newton County, as we mentioned yesterday, the Sheriff's Department shut down all roads, and I am an assumption that all roads are still, don't travel on them. There are 3,800 people on Southern Pine in Newton County without power this morning. 3,000 in Smith County. Jefferson Davis is 28. We go down to Jasper County, which butts up to Clark County. 2,100 people in that area without power. So that's a good bit right there. And if you'll look at that, here's the map there, Newton at 3,800. That kind of says it all right there. As you get down here, 2,200 right there in the Laurel area there. Bay Springs, 2,100. And it looks like, if I'm looking at that right, maybe, yeah, that's all the counties there. So they're working on that as quickly as they can in these areas. That's their that blue line is their outlined area there. As we go over to this is going to be, let me make sure I got that right. Central Electric, which is they carry some stuff there in Neshoba County. They have 4,123 people without power, and if you look at that, a lot of it east of Philadelphia, right there at that Kemper County line, down through there, the Bogachita area, Neshoba County Lake area. As you go down Highway 19, several places without power that's on their grid. And let's jump up to Fork County, which is going to be the Macon area, and these folks in Ackerman there. It's a good bit here. It's 68 if you live in this area right here by Macon, and they do it in numbers on theirs. Their map is a little bit different, but a lot of folks right there that's just north of us in the Macon area that does not have power. So they're trying to do that. And as I said, here in just a little bit, we'll get up with EMEPA, talk to them this morning, and talk about the timelines, because I know it's important to get that back on as quick as you can. They'll let you know when you can have that coffee again and have a hot shower again. Nothing like a hot shower that makes you feel a little bit better. As we go to the Mississippi Department of Transportation this morning to take a look at what we've got on roads, let's pull this map up so you can take a look here. North Mississippi, if you're going to be traveling, that's Highway 22, I believe, if I'm looking at that right, across North Mississippi there, where those red lines are just virtually impassable. As we come down to closer to the Meridian area, it looks like we got just a little bit of issue there right past Lost Gap, right in there, and some bridges there on 20 around Meehan. As you go on over to Newton, this is that area here to where the roads have been closed, and we'll go back and look at that from the Highway Patrol. This area right here has been blocked off, a section of it in between Newton and Forest there, where you can't travel, and it's just not good all the way to Jackson if you'll look at that. Let's just look and see what's going on in Richland. This would be south. This is just below the Bass Pro Shop is where this is. That's one of the cameras there. Bunch of snow on the ground there. Let's back out here and take a look. This is coming into the Brandon area. Let's see what Brandon looks like. A little bit of travel there this morning, but as you can tell, it is slick. The roads look pretty rough there. All right, let's go a little bit closer in on the Brandon area and take another look. Here's another view of the interstate. As you can see, the sun's starting to peak up. We got a little car coming down the road here, but these roads, bridge there. Looks like he slowed down, going to make it across there. But our area's got this just as bad. There's a lot of folks who've never driven in any ice at this point. You've never done that. Not particularly the day to jump out and try it. It's just stay at home there. Enjoy your day off there. As we look around, here's I-20. Let's look here and see what we got going on I-20. A couple of cars pulled over on the side of the road, and we got one. This side of the interstate, as you can tell, doesn't have much, hadn't had much traction. This coming toward the Meridian area towards us, it looks like they've got a one lane kind of burned in the highway there. That's what's going on in Jackson. Let's see what Forest, the camera's working in Forest, Mississippi. Yeah, here we go at Forest. A little bit of travel there. Somebody looks like pulling maybe a backhoe headed this way. But no one looks like anybody's crossed these bridges here. Again, this is I-20 there at 35 in Forest. So it's a winter wonderland basically across the state of Mississippi right now as you're waking up, getting started. A bunch of delays. Be careful, especially if you're north of here. If you can stay at home, do so. We don't get this very often. Let's see here. Some people still with no power there. Snowing and energy, Charlie Dennison says. So it's still coming down there. That's where we are at this point. Now, I'm going to have some more updates coming up here in just a little while and tell you more about what we've got, get some more details. We'll get into post offices and mail and what's going on with that. And let's see here. Let me go back up here and find, I was going to show another, if I can scroll down and find it. Make sure I'm telling the exact location. Yeah, this is, because I put this up last night. Nope, I need to hit that button where you can see it. This right here with the Mississippi Highway Patrol, that was on I-20 between mile markers 95 and 109 between Forest and Newton. The interstate was shut down because they had numerous wrecks and ice was all over the interstate. So avoid that area if you can. It's blocked off. And then I'm sure if you were to try to take an alternate route when you get off of an interstate, it even gets worse. So that's kind of where we are this morning, what we're doing, and how it all begins. Don't forget, as I mentioned, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply are going to try to open up around lunchtime today and get things rolling. They've got anything that you may need, because I know your cattle and all that horse feed, seed, they'll be taking care of that. Some salt, if you want to buy some extra on that to have for your sidewalks, they've got all of that. And whatever you're looking for to keep you warm, Carhartt and those great things there at the Farm Supply. Just drop in and see Ron. He'll help you get things going this morning as you need to after lunchtime there by the railroad tracks. Exit 151. All right, I'll be checking back. Post your pictures. If you've got pictures in that area, you know of an area that is not safe to drive, pop that up for us so we can share that with everybody else. Thanks for doing that, and don't forget to share my page with others so they can find out more as we keep things going here in East Mississippi and West Alabama, as well as that Alabama line. Y'all got this stuff too. It did not leave y'all out. Again, I'll be back here in just a little bit with more information as daylight comes about here through the Meridian area with Scotty Ray's Weather. Thank you.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by